Hey everyone, TJ here at Paint in Box. Just going to share a Tuesday tip with you. We want to talk about sanding today. So, a few different things here. First of all, some different tools. We use a Festool for an orbital sander. We also use a surf prep sander. You have different sanding blocks, a sanding sponge, and obviously different grits of sandpaper. So really quick, just the general idea behind sanding is to make something smooth. Now, when you have all your different grits, you have to think what's going to be best for my project. If we go down here, this is an 80 grit sandpaper. So the lower the number, the more material it's going to take off. So if I was to make this 2x4 nice and smooth, I would want to start with a lower grit and work my way up to a higher grit. Okay, the higher the grit, the smoother finish it's going to be. Most commonly, in between paint coats, things like that, you're probably going to use a 220. A few things, sanding block. This is really good if you are using it on maybe drywall, in the sense of you've done your patches on the wall and you just want to go ahead and sand your patches off. You can go ahead and use something like that. It's also good if you're just trying to go along the surface here. You can go on the side there. It's just really easy to get into tight areas. When you're sanding, always go with the grain. Never go against it. A sanding sponge, what's so good about this is it's flexible, right? So on this 2x4, we have a corner. We want to go ahead and sand it. I can form the sanding sponge to it and sand that corner there. When you're using the orbital, the great thing about that is it's going to do a lot of the work for you. When you're using these, you want to go, again, with the grain, and you want to keep on going side to side. You do not want to tilt your sander within, otherwise it's going to gouge the wood, or it's going to shape it in a way that's not going to give you that smooth finish. The great thing about these Festools are, since they are rectangular, you can get into corners a lot easier than an orbital. You're going to miss surface area. So this just allows you to be a little bit more detailed, and you can just run it along in your 2x4. So those are just some sanding tips. Basically, the biggest thing to remember is the lower the grit, the more it's going to take off. The higher grit, the smoother the finish should be. Always start from lower and work your way up. Hopefully this is helpful. Thank you. Have a good day.